the other guy. He's been doing a lot of trying to keep because in nature, their environment, that's their southern hemisphere behavioral cycle. So it's, what is it, winter now? It's summer out there, so the water temperature is nice. The light cycle is a longer light cycle, and then as we get into our summer, it becomes winter and everything flips over. So it's all nice and fresh, but after a few days, it gets dirty, and that it thrives better than that. So it goes up.
Which means to start a family. So his mom is here, she lives here, but she was part of the group in 2004 that came over from Swaziland, Africa, and she was actually pregnant with him. So it's pretty exciting. Alpha pellet, carrot, celery, cucumber, yams, all the good stuff. So we can do these sessions to get a good look at their entire body. We can basically see any part of their body. Yeah. And we ask for these behaviors using a hand signal or a verbal cue. And then when they do the behavior correctly, they get that whistle to blow. So you'll hear that whistle. So if they do something incorrect like that, she just asked him for his foot.
Since the bloodstream goes into the bone and then just moves up. I'm killing. There, Odo. And that tongue is really, really strong.
Oh yeah. And we can train them to...
It's got a muscle in it like a finger. See?
No?
Oh yeah.
And we can train him to actually take medication.
So can you go up here?
Oh my gosh.
There you
So
go.
we can go in there clean, and then we can take blood from behind the ear.
That's it. Good job. That's it. Good job. Good boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's also how they cool themselves down.
Massive.
As they flap those ears, it cools that blood off and recirculates that. You was like, that's a new one.
In this space, we're currently having to navigate constantly. We're trying to prepare this yard really first. We've been doing some experimenting with planting grass over here.
He's 2.5 now, right? How old is he?
2020 he was born August, so what's that, like he'll be 4 this year?
Yeah, before. Wow, time flies. And half the genetic diversity has been lost. And if we had started saving samples in the 1910s, we wouldn't have to lose any of it. But we didn't start saving samples until the oldest horses we have in the frozen zoo, Przewalski's horses, were born in the 1950s. When we looked at the population, about how you manage it to preserve genetic diversity, we look at a factor called mean kinship, the relationship of one individual to all the others in the population. And we said, like, okay, what if we say that this animal is alive? How would he or she rank in the breeding recommendations? And we didn't look at all 400, but because I know the pedigree well enough that I chose a subset of them. The guy the cell donor, was the most important stallion, only he was dead. But so we bring him back so that he can now flow genes that have been gone from the population back into it.
This is maybe my favorite part of the safari park, actually. I love it out here.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I mean, if you look at this.
Nobody likes
What that also did was it did support one of the groups that was able to go and actually.
She finally decided lettuce was acceptable.
She's given up.
Yeah, she's of the 3, she's the one that's like, is there anything better? Okay, fine, there's nothing better, I will eat this.
Sure, but they do have this, ravishing
color morph.
Stunning.
And, yeah, so we're lucky to have these guys.
Really nice.
So do you have to keep them with other?
So they have, we use green oil to keep them from coming. Okay. Like for example, look at this.
No, that's what big sheets.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she's got a little straggler with her, somebody who went along for the ride.
Wow.
And she real frozen? Like what's her
Frozen.
skin? She's
So,
frozen.
all right, so they produce them, and they produce dozens of them at a clip. And these are all females.